Looks pretty good. All right, let's take a look. All right, so far so good. All right, cool. Oh yeah, let me take this off. Let me see, did it? Oh, they gave me the wrong one. No worries, no worries. Let me just let me take care of that. I'm gonna just share this with those in Discord really quick. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, let me also get my pop-out chat, and we'll get started. But I hope everything's going well. And yeah, yesterday was just horrible, but I'm not sure what caused it, but I'm just thankful that that's not a problem anymore. But I hope you guys are doing well. And let me lower this a little bit. All right, there we go. Much better. But anyway, well, the time is upon us for the Super Bowl. And all I have to say is, and despite the fact that I know that several people are not here just because some of them are on Blaze's show and whatnot, but with all that said, it's time! And also, hey, what's up, Jose? I was about to get you, but you're here. The only other person I need to get is Brandon. And of course, Brandon is on the Chiefs, as is Jose. And then, of course, Peter Griffin. This is the team that you originally were drafted by and became the GM of. And yet, here you are with the Giants and with some of the players that you picked up along the way. Also, hey, what's up, Chris Frost? And, well, Chris, well, you get to just sit back and relax and just enjoy the game. Like, the suite's on me. And by suite, I mean, like, where people go to watch the game in a nice room. So, yeah, you get to watch, in a nice suite. As is most, you're eating chicken and pizza. Like, IRL? Really? Awesome. I mean, I had pizza myself, and it was really good. Yeah, I'm hoping that nothing bad happens either. I'm just hoping that that was just a one-off and nothing else. I hated that. That was just terrible. But anyway, Peter, this is your big chance, buddy, to become a Super Bowl champion. Uh, that being said, though, I'll get started in a few moments. So I'm gonna wait until uh, well, where I am, it's 3:04, and of course for those on the East Coast, it's like 6:04. So once I get to 6:08, we'll get ready for kickoff. So this is a good chance for you guys to go get snacks and stuff like that. And let me just double check here. I'm just checking my health or the stream health, and it looks good. All right, cool, cool. And of course, the only reason I haven't moved is because I haven't pressed anything. But there you go. Brandon's. Oh, he's with you. All right, cool. But yeah, we'll start in about 3 minutes. Just for those who are just arriving and nothing else. Oh yeah, let me check my messages really quickly. Hmm. Okay. Brandon's. Oh, I'm sorry. I already said that. But yeah, I already pinged. Uh, you know, 80% of the participants in a prior post. Now, so at least I've already done my part of letting others know. But yeah, it all comes down to the Giants and the Chiefs, and if the Giants are going to win, they're going to need to, number one, they have to take care of the ball, and number two, they have to find a way to get to Patrick Mahomes or come up with a big play such as an interception or a fumble or some sort of takeaway. If they can cause turnovers on the part of Kansas City, they will have a chance to win. But if Kansas City keeps the ball and they just run roughshod as they've done over the last couple of years, it's not going to end well for the Giants. In fact, we very well could be seeing 2 consecutive Super Bowl championships for the Kansas City Chiefs. Or can New York pull the upset, much like they did against the Patriots when Tom Brady was at the helm? So can they do it? Can they overcome Patrick Mahomes? We'll have to find out in just a few moments. Of course, I also want to be the one to say that after this show, this program will be leading into another program in which my good friend AJ will be doing Cyberspace Federation. So if you're interested in his 2K series, definitely stick around, and I will send you guys a link to his show, and we will rate it. I've been going through girl bestie problems? What? What? Anyway, with that said, let's get to it. And of course, I don't expect a huge audience, but it is what it is. Now, because I almost forgot, I gotta go to Super Bowl. Hey, what's up, Jamar? Now, because this is the Super Bowl and we are only doing one game today, because it's the Super Bowl, we're going to 10 minutes. But then everything else is as you see it. Oh, like a best friend or something? I mean, I imagine that people go through their problems with their best friends and whatnot, and I mean it's happened to me too. But really, to explain it would be I would have to. It would probably be a video in and of itself, but I'm not gonna. This is now, unfortunately for me, this is not the time to do it. But with all that said, this is the finale of Madden 22. So next season, for season 15, I will be starting Madden 24. Yes, I'm going to be going into Madden 24 next season. And with all that said, may the best team win, and good luck to those involved. Let's do it. Okay. So yes, after this, I will be leaning. This will be the lead into AJ show, Cyberspace Federation. So I look forward to that show. Of course, he mentioned that he had family. Oh my gosh, I got gas, man. But he mentioned that he had family coming over, in which and anyone who knows me knows that I have had my nephews come over, but in his case, he has his cousins come over. Oh, there we go. In that case, that was the game that did that, not the OBS. I hope not. Okay, good. And then I'll go over who's on each team in terms of our special players. So you have Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And then, of course, you have the new quarterback, the newly acquired Clinton McCleary, who, of course, is taking over for Daniel Jones. And while Daniel Jones was good enough to keep the team afloat and get him to the Super Bowl, really you'd have to credit the defense and the running game, especially with Saquon Barkley. Because, I mean, he carried that team offensively. And unfortunately for the Niners, they did what they usually do in the NFC Championship game over the last couple of years, and that's choke. And it just so happened that the Giants were the recipients of said fortune. Oh, I forgot to increase the microphone level. My bad. Okay, not too loud, not too loud. There we go, much better. Anyway, almost close to a Super Bowl ring, but yeah, better luck next time. But hey, oh yeah, I should also mention the teams that are going to be uh, in for next year. In fact, I have the list right in front of me. Uh, that way you can take a look and see what we have in store. And of course, this is based on how the teams finished, uh, last year's regular season, and not so much the current season that we have right now. All right, we're about to kick off. And New York will start with the ball, and it's going to be important for them to score on this possession and to score a touchdown. And it all starts with the newly acquired Clinton Flippin. Now, this man was a quarterback. He did play quarterback with the Broncos and won a championship for them at quarterback. So I have to think that his experience is going to come in very, very useful as far as his leadership and his experience. And Clinton looking for somebody. Well, not too many yards. I mean, that's about 2 yards to Ingram. Of course, the addition of well, actually, I should mention who's on the Giants on offense. So, in addition to quarterback Clinton Flippin, you also have at offensive guard Triple Beat, and of course, in picking him up, that helps that helps the offensive line be able to protect Clinton and come up with big plays for the running game, and 3 more yards for Saquon Barkley. Also, let me check up here. And then Peter's like, "Let's go Giants." Yep. Of course, Peter is on defense. May as well mention who's on defense for the Chiefs. You actually have a linebacker core of Najee and of course the original draftee, Diamond Light, and a completion for a first down at the 35 to Kenny Golladay. How about them Chiefs? Well, so far the Giants have got their first down, but we'll see how much more they'll give up. And Clinton gets, well, he just takes what the defense gives him. A 4-yard completion, and it is now 2nd and 6, and he gets it to Shepard for 4 yards. All right, 2nd and 6 at the 41. And an incompletion. So that was the first misstep. And for Kansas City, if they can get this 4th down, they'll be in great shape. But first things first, you got to get the job done. And if you're the Giants, you definitely need this 1st down to keep going. Clinton goes deep and, oh, didn't get it. And they force a punt, does Kansas City. And of course, on special teams is our good friend Patty Chase at kicker/punter. So here is Patty, and she kicks it away. And they'll have to call a fair catch at the 27. So that's not bad, considering as far as the kicking team is concerned. But of course, you have Patrick Mahomes. If you're going to win, you got to find a way to get to him. Or throw him off course to where he would make a mistake. Or just hope that he makes a mistake. Hey, what's up, Brandon? You're just in time. And now we go to the offense for the Chiefs. And on offense, you have at wide receiver, Jose Blanco. Running back, Brandon Cuevas. And newly acquired is an offensive tackle in A.J. Cool Kid. Yes, A.J. was picked up as tackle was one of their weak spots for the Chiefs coming into this game that they had to address. And of course, A.J., who of course was drafted and was the GM for the longest time for the Chargers. Eventually, they lost to, of course, the Chiefs, and the Chiefs were all too happy to take him and have him join their team. Hey, what's up, AJ? And you're just in time for your own game. So right now, AJ, you are at offensive tackle and a completion to Kelsey. Yeah, they could have used Kelsey in that Week 1 game that they had IRL against the Lions. But great to see you, though, AJ. And another completion, and so far the Chiefs are just picking apart the Giants, and the Giants are they're going to have to come up with a big play because right now what they're doing is not working. You know, whatever schemes they're doing there, it's just not working. So they have to come up with a big play if you are the Giants. But yeah, here are the 10 teams that will be featured for season 15. I'm just gonna pin this if I can. Oh yeah, there we go. Pin message. So yeah, those are the teams that will be featured in the in season 15. So that way you'll have an idea as to who's gonna be featured. But anyway, back to this game. And another completion to Kelsey, and they have no answer for Kelsey. And obviously, if you're Brandon and Jose and AJ, I mean, you have to feel good about the progress that's being made. You just have to hope that Mahomes and the team don't make a mistake, or anybody makes a mistake really, for Kansas City. Well, they get a screen pass, and they get quite a bit of yards, actually. But yeah, how's it going there, AJ? I forgot to say hello. although how although how could I? Let me turn it down a little bit. There we go. And a completion. Oh, but stepped out of bounds accidentally, and they stepped out at the 8-yard line. Oh shit. Okay. How about there? And that's a touchdown. Oh yeah, let me turn down my TV a little bit there. Maybe that might have had something to do with it. Maybe. There we go. There. There we go. Yeah, just let me know if the screen starts to, I guess, start. First Blood Chiefs. It's McCole Hartman who stepped out of bounds. Yeah, that's kind of weird that. Oh, okay, so they're reviewing it right now. Okay, so the call is that the receiver had possession, but did he step out of bounds with possession, or when he had possession of it? Let's see what the call is. And it looks like it will stand. So it is touchdown Kansas City. Of course, I wasn't sure if that was a touchdown, but it is. So it is Kansas City, and they are up now 7-0. So great job there by Kansas City on capitalizing on getting a stop and then going all the way for a touchdown. And if you're the Giants, you just have to respond. And yeah, you just have to respond. Oh shit. Okay, hopefully that works. There we go. Okay. Okay, maybe I have to turn it down. Okay, well, let's see if that works. I don't know. Anyway, I was just fixing my end. All right, so now they run it, and they get Saquon Barkley, and that's a good run by Barkley, as that's 7 yards for a 2nd and 3. So at least the running game is working, and there you see triple beat number 61. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the defensive players for New York. You have at defensive tackle Shadow Knight, and then of course you have the man that was originally selected in Peter Griffin at linebacker. Okay, good, good. All right, and a quick throw and a completion, and now the Giants are starting to get some momentum. So that's 2 consecutive first downs that they have gotten. So yeah, I mean, I have to think that if the Giants can keep it close and get a big stop, especially when they're back on defense, if they can get a big stop, then they'll have an excellent chance. They hands it off to Saquon Barkley. He gets by one guy and he gets a first down. Evan Ingram with 2 catches. Yep, that's 2 key ones, but also a key run as I didn't see who tried to get to Saquon Barkley, but Saquon, let's see. Yeah, number 22 didn't stand much of a chance, or was it 90? I didn't see. Let's see, who was that? That was, oh, I'm sorry, that was Thornton who tried to stop him. Well, he couldn't. But they get just enough for a first down. And, well, nope, incomplete. That was a bad play call because they go for a screen pass, and Kansas City perfectly read what the Giants were doing. All right, 2nd and 10 at the 41. And Clinton ends up having to throw it away. Of course, the collision detection in this game is pretty crappy. Well, then again, they didn't really do a good job, programming it, but it is what it is. Okay, 3rd and 10. And Clinton, nope, gets caught as Gay. Well, that's the guy's name, but Gay gets the job done. But yeah, Clinton unfortunately ran into him, as Thomas was unable to hold him. But then again, he didn't know that Clinton was going to run that way. But Willie Gay got to him. So yeah, big play by Gay. And yes, that is his name. I am not joking. I'm not, rubbing it in. That really is his name. But now that's going to force another punt. And for the Giants, they cannot afford another, mishap like that. And almost got, whoa. That could have been running into the kicker, although the ball took a pretty fortunate bounce, and it bounced all the way to the 9. Look at that. Yep, down at the 9. So I'll tell you what, though, Patty did exactly what she needed to do, and that's help the defense. I mean, Clinton has always said that the punter is an extension of the defense. And for Kansas City, now they have to start at the 9. Anyway, there you see Blanco, number 20, and Cuevas, number 29. And I can't see where AJ is. We'll have to get a good look at him. All right, 1st and 10. Although, well, that was a that was a bad play call. I mean, he got it to Brandon, but the Giants correctly guessed that they were going to run a screen, and that results in a tackle for loss. That was just a bad call. I mean, Brandon did what he was asked to do, but that was just a bad call on the coach. A rare miscue as far as Andy Reid is concerned. I mean, great play though. But I mean, if the Giants can pin him, they might get a safety, or they'll just give up a big play and short of a first down. So Brandon got his heat back, and now it gets to a 3rd and 1. But then again, that's why they got Brandon. Especially because, Claire Edwards-Helaire was just not getting the job done in the running game. So that's why they got, Brandon Cuevas. Yeah, you did a great job. And for Mahomes, and a completion and a first down. Not much, but just enough to keep going. 1st and 10 at the 23. Again, it's not over for the Giants. I mean, they still have 3 more quarters left to go. but they cannot afford to get in a hole, especially against this Kansas City team. And, well, they give up 6 yards on that one. 2nd and 4. But yeah, oh yeah. Okay, let me just check on my. All right, so far so good. All right, cool. Just making sure the stream is running smoothly. Again, if there's anything going on with the stream quality and the video quality of it, let me know. All right, 2nd and 4. And a completion and a first down thanks to Travis Kelce. So far, 3 receptions for 28 yards. Hey, James Gamer, what's up, brother? And, well, Tyreek Hitler actually. No, that was Jose. I'm sorry. Jose had to go back and get that ball, and that results in a 7-yard reception for Jose. But yeah, what's up, man? 2nd and 3. Doing good? Awesome. And a run by Brandon Cuevas to get a first down. So far, Kansas City is proving why they are, not just in Madden, but also in real life, the defending Super Bowl champions. They were champions in Season 13, or they became champions in Season 13, and they came into Season 14 as the defending champions, as they are IRL as the Super Bowl champions. And so far, they're taking care of business. They have the ball and are looking to strike again. 7-0 thus far. First and 10. And Mahomes! And that is a rare misstep as a Giuliari. Correct me if I'm wrong in mispronouncing that, but that's a huge play by him. And if you're the Giants, you'll take any kind of sack that you can get. But Alujuari, if I'm pronouncing that young man's name correctly, well, he got to Mahomes, and Mahomes' boy just got smoked on that tackle, on that sack. So 2nd and 19. So for the Giants, this is their big opportunity. And now it looks like they're going into cover mode as far as their linebackers are concerned. And they, oh, this is not good. Oh, this is not good if you're the Chiefs. Travis Kelce's hurt. That's hurt. That's bad. That's bad if you're the Chiefs, because if he's hurt, Ojulari. Thank you. But yeah, that's pretty bad for if you're the Chiefs, because you lose Travis Kelce, and you saw what happened against the Lions IRL. But without him in the lineup right now, that's going to close the gap as far as that might be his shoulder. And wait, did he catch that? Wow, what a catch! What a catch by Gray! That was a great catch by Gray. I don't know how he did it, but he did. Look at that. Wow! One-handed it, baby! Look at that. Noah Gray. That is a great catch by Gray. I'd imagine he's in relief of Kelce, but, man, Gray did a great job. I mean, what a catch that was. One-handed as he was going down. And he gets it to Jose, though. One-handed sidearm. And here's a pass to Jose. And Jose, showing us, that he hadn't missed a step when it came to being a wide receiver. I mean, for a while he was playing in defense, but he did that, but he was playing defense because, the teams that he was on needed somebody to help with the secondary. All right, 1st and 10. And another first down for Jose, and another completion by Mahomes. He's 17 for 17 so far. 4 receptions, 43 yards for Jose. Good drink. Okay, good. All right, cool. I'm just looking at making sure that the stream health is where it should be, and it is. Thank God for that, and I mean that sincerely. Okay. 1st and 10. And, well, that's a no gain. Yeah, he caught it, but that resulted in no yards at all. So it's kind of like an incompletion. It may as well have been. And he also went out of bounds. Oh, no, wait, never mind. That continued the clock. Never mind. 8 minutes to go in the first half, and Mahomes is going to run it. And good job on Mahomes to, hold on to the ball and not lose a grip of it. But now it's 3rd and 3. And you know what? The Giants have been in this position before where they were at the 1 yard line. And they somehow found a way to get an interception in the end zone. But can they come up with a big play? Let's see. Nope, they don't. Instead, it's Jose who comes up with a big play as he gets a big touchdown catch. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's his first touchdown in the Super Bowl as a receiver. Or actually, I think it's his first touchdown, period. I mean, good play, though, by number 22. I didn't see who... I can't see his name. His name is to me. And I can see it. But he tried to stop Jose, but he couldn't. And then, of course, Peter upset, and rightfully so. He just could not... Well, at this point, now you just have to hope that the Giants can make adjustments and make them very quickly. There you see, Peter very upset with the defense, but hey, this is a Kansas City Chiefs that we're doing here. That was Jackson. Okay, well, okay, so Jackson tried to get him, but he couldn't. I mean, Jose had the hops to jump over him, or at least jump high enough to get that ball. Well, for the Giants, they just have to find... Oh, hey, what's up, Vince12? And I see a Dodgers emblem. What's up, man? Dude, I still remember the Dodgers winning the 2020 World Series, and it was the most unique World Series I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, they get to the 24, which is about average, what you would expect as far as the Giants or any other team, really, when it comes to the return game. But for the Giants, on offense, they got to get a touchdown here if they're going to have any chance of staying in this game. Again, it's not over. Dodgers are on top. You know what? I have not checked the standings recently, so I'm going to take a look at and see the standings currently. But as that happens, Clinton with a completion, and they get it at the 33. Okay. Okay. Well, not on top, but they are your favorite. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm just looking this up on Wikipedia to see where they are, because I hadn't kept up with the baseball season recently. Fakes the handoff. Clinton. Gonna go long. And wait, did he catch that? He caught it! I can't believe it! They went from their own 33-yard line, and they get past midfield to their 33-yard line. That is one heck of a throw and one heck of a catch. Hey, what's up, though, Chris Frost? But anyway, look at that throw. A great catch there by Ingram, Evan Ingram. I mean, what can I say? That was a great catch, and they needed that. And again, the Giants need everything that they could use, but can they capitalize? Clinton, another completion, and well, they get about a couple more yards on that one. Okay, let me take a look at the standings really quick. Wow, you know what? I'm shocked. Because the Baltimore Orioles are in a deadlock with the Tampa Bay Rays in the AL East because and I say wow because a few years ago the Orioles were one of the most terrible teams in baseball, and yet here they are. They've turned it around, and now they're in a dead heat. Oh yeah. Oh, I'll catch up on the chat in just a moment. And then the Minnesota Twins are pretty much pwning the Central in the AL. And then there is a 3-horse race between the Astros, the Rangers, and the Mariners. And then for Clinton, wow, Clinton just got taken down by Nick Bolton. And I'll tell you one thing, Bolton has been the man on defense that has done the most damage to all the other offensive teams. He has gotten sack after sack each and every game. Like, not even Saquon Barkley could stop him. So it's pretty obvious to me that Nick Bolton is the man. All right, let me catch up on the chat. Hey, TJ, I got done doing the dishes. Cousins will be leaving soon, thankfully. I'll probably go live after I get some me time first. Oh, not a problem. Probably by the time this game's over, well, actually, you can probably start, like, especially if this becomes a runaway. Whoa! Nice catch, nice recovery, and now it's a 3rd and 3. Nice play there by Kenny Golladay. Yeah, the Orioles are really good this year. Evan Ingram, 34-yard gain. Wow. That's incredible. Kenny Golladay, excuse me. All right, hands it off to Saquon Barkley. Does he get enough? No, he falls short by 1. And all thanks to, again, Nick Bolton. Nick Bolton showing us just... Yeah, I'm happy that Madden is working, but still... I'm just hoping that, that the show that you're doing is, doesn't suffer all because of 2K's stupidity, And wait, what are they doing here? What? They're going to go for a field goal? Come on, man. You needed a touchdown, and they'll go for a field goal, which it is good, but... And while it does cut into the lead a little bit, I mean, you needed a touchdown. I mean, you were that close. Like, I can maybe understand going for a field goal if you're, like, within 30 yards or something, but not when you're that close. Come on, man. Yeah, exactly. They should have gone for it, especially against this team. It'd be one thing if they were ahead and they just had to take the insurance points, but come on, man. Anyway. And then in the National League, so far the only division championship that has been clinched so far is the Atlanta Braves, so they'll be in the playoffs without question. And then so far the Brewers are taking control of the Central, and the Dodgers are taking control of the West. And... Okay, so, yeah, the KC would have stopped it. Well, hey, maybe they could have, maybe they could not, but they did just enough to just limit it to. And obviously, if you're Kansas City, you're happy that the Giants took only 3 points. Okay, now if you're the Giants, you just have to come up with a big stop or come up with a big play. Yeah, and obviously we've seen Atlanta make the playoffs and they get beat somehow, some way, but they have won 2 championships, so it's not like they've never won anything. And another completion and another first down for Mahomes. And well, I didn't see who caught that. I believe that was Hardman, I think. Yeah, it was Hartman. McCole Hartman. And there you see Peter Griffin just telling his guys, hey, if we can just get the ball back, we'll have a chance, but we got to stop them. And, well, they slow Cuevas down a little bit. They only give up 2 yards on that play. But, yeah, nice to see you, Vince. And it's also nice to talk, sports and things of that nature. And but, yeah, the Dodgers, I forget how many world championships they won. But they most recently won it in 2020, and then, but they've won several championships before that. Oh yeah, let me see. I believe I want to say you're number 93 on the Chiefs. Let's see, number 93. Okay. I just know that you're an offensive tackle. And another completion. And once again to Jose. And Jose has 6 receptions for 62 yards. Of course, by Jose, I mean Jose Blanco in the chat. Yes, we actually have created characters in this. And each team has 5 on each side. And we have the 2-minute warning. So at the 2-minute warning, it is 14-3 Kansas City. Bye? Wait, what? Well, I hope it wasn't anything I said, but well, if you have to go take care of something, not a problem. Thank you for stopping by, though, Mr. Vince. I appreciate it. And well, nice tackle there to limit the damage to just 1 yard. Yes. Okay, so you are number 93 on the Chiefs. Oh, you just have to go to your grandma's. All right. Hey, take care. All right. Have a great time, and I'll see you next time, dude, on whatever show I end up doing or whatnot. But thank you for coming in. And while Vince is gonna go and take care of family, we continue this game. But right now, the one team that's taking care of business right now is Kansas City. But for Peter Griffin, I mean, the fact that the Giants made the Super Bowl in and of itself is nothing short of incredible. And another 4-yard gain. So far, Gray has done a great job filling in for Kelsey. I thought for a moment that Kelsey would be such a difference maker that Kansas City would struggle without him, but no, they've done pretty well. Of course, it helps when you still have Tyreek Hill and now you have Jose. Okay. 2nd and 6. And another completion. And a timeout. Anyway, there he is. The big man. AJ Cool Kid, number 93. 2K being its stupid self, it's doing stupid things again. I know I pressed save, and when I was done, it changed half my match types. Really? Oh, they better fix it up, man. But yeah, that's terrible how they're just doing you, man. And not just you, but everybody else that's having that problem too. Anyway, and while we were talking about that, another touchdown. And of course, Jose Blanco with his second touchdown reception. And I don't know what else to say, but man, the Giants are just getting destroyed by the Chiefs. And through no fault of Peter Griffin and and Shadow Knight, but the rest of the team is just letting them down. So now it's 21-3. I mean, this... What can I say? Yeah, definitely. And again, it's not impossible. They just have to make it happen. And I've seen it happen before. Like, I've seen... I've seen a team go up, like, say, in this case, 21-3, and then the team that fell behind all of a sudden starts catching fire. They start making the stops that they need to make. And just like that, not only are they back in it, they take the lead, and they win. Yeah, it's 10 minutes a quarter. So you do have indeed 20 minutes and 52 game time seconds to do it. Yeah, exactly. When I was trying to mix the matchup or fix the matchups. Yeah. Oh, man, I hate when that happens. That's just I mean, but I do know, as far as AJ is concerned, that I know that he'll do the best he can and make the best out of. I can't even talk. Make the best out of a bad situation. I just know that. But yeah, I don't blame AJ for being upset though. I really don't, because I probably would be too. I really would. All right, 2nd and 3. All right, so 1st and 10. And a first down for the Giants. And Clinton with a completion. And does he get enough forward progress? A timeout used up. And that's the second one. And that was a catch by Tony. And they do, in fact, get a first down. But yeah, they had 38 seconds in which to score something. At least before going into the half, though. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. You got to fix your games. In fact, it's things like that that just make me, it just makes me consider possibly, retiring that series just because of stupid things like that. Kadarius Toney. Okay, thank you for letting me know the name of that young man. All right, so that's the third and final timeout for the Giants in this half. Uh, both teams get 3 timeouts per half, so I forgot to mention that little part there. But that's the third one used up. So now they have 21 seconds. And Clinton is looking for somebody. Well, he gets it to Ingram, and Ingram gets enough forward progress, but they don't have any timeouts, so I think they won't be able to get another playoff, though. Which, if you're the Chiefs, you would like that, and they don't get another playoff. So at the end of the half, it is 21-3 Kansas City. But so far, Jose has had a great game in getting not one but 2 touchdown receptions. There's the first one, but that was done by Tyreek Hill. I mean, of course, let's not forget that this version of the Giants was the 2021, the 2020 going into 2021 New York Giants. So, um, of course, and of course, this was prior to Brian Dable being hired for the Giants. So obviously, this was before their current regime came into control for the Giants. So I have to imagine that the Giants will be a much better team, at least as in terms of its default team, by the time we get started with 24. Anyway. My save was score. Oh, man. I'm so sorry, AJ. Oh, well, then again, what am I sorry for? It's the game that's making you mad. And I imagine I'd be just as upset, too. So, I don't blame you. I really don't. All right, 1st and 10. And now the Chiefs have the ball back again. I mean, if they... And that's the first incompletion for Mahomes. Up until then, he had been at 100%, though. Good thing I have a backup save. Yep, good thing you did. But still. Well, I can answer that, Peter. It has to do with the newest patch that came out for, WWE 2K23. And while it did fix some of the problems, it caused a major one when it comes to universe mode and not letting, in this case, AJ, save the matchups that he had. That way he's not having to constantly edit every single time. That way he doesn't have to completely start from scratch each and every time that he has to do it. And you know what? That is weird. It really is weird. Anyway, nice catch, though, by Cuevas, Brandon Cuevas, as he was able to catch that ball from kind of in the style of, reaching back and getting it. Let's take a look at that catch again. And it looks like Travis Kelce is back to 100%, so he's out there, number 87. But number 29, Cuevas. I'll tell you one thing, Peter. At least I wouldn't feel bad about losing because, one, you made it to the Super Bowl. But also, I mean, this is the Chiefs we're talking about. These are top tier. This is a top tier team. Yeah, there's a glitch in which it says I'm not on the show, even though clearly I am. In AJ's universe. I mean, I was thankful that Arkham was able to do his show. Yeah, 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 you did. And I forgot to ask Peter. Which team did you say was your favorite team, IRL, or among some of your favorite teams? Because I know that you said the Giants wasn't it though. I only just went with it because Peter lives in uh, lives on the Northeast, and I thought, well, given his accent, I was like, he kind of sounds like a Giants fan, or at least somebody who goes to Jersey and watches Giants games. So that, or so I believed. I went with the lore of the character and not, the person behind the character, Peter Griffin Gaming. But yeah. Anyway, 2nd and 12, and that was a rare miscue by Kansas City as they lose 2 yards on that play. So for the Giants, they'll have to come up with a big play on both sides of the ball. And, well, how much was that? That's 10 yards. So that gets it to a 3rd and 3. Falcons, Bulldogs, Packers. Wait, Bulldogs? Like, okay, I know the Falcons and Packers, but Bulldogs? And wait, Mahomes. Oh, found an open man! That is incredible. What a play, though, by not just Mahomes, but also Tyreek Hill getting opened. Oh, the Browns. Oh, the Georgia Bulldogs. Well, that's a college team, of course, but yeah, the Browns are. Yeah, the Browns are cool. I like them. Of course, I wasn't a big fan of the Browns going and getting Deshaun Watson. Of course, that has more to do with his ethics and not so much his gameplay, although his gameplay kind of leaves a lot to be desired. And Kelsey gets his touchdown. I mean, this is a stacked team, man. And again, they're just destroying it right now. I mean, of course, that's easy to forget. Sometimes the thing about Georgia is concerned is that, yeah, they kind of do look like a professional football team. Because they have been for a long time a powerhouse in college football. Hey, what's up, Najee? And so far, Najee, like the team that you're on right now, is just killing it right now. And of course, Clinton very upset, and how could he not be? Of course, if anyone is upset with anybody, it would probably be the coach. And I'm not talking about the coach being upset. I'm talking about I'm talking about Clinton, and I would have to imagine Peter Griffin upset with the coach and his play calling, and that whatever plays that he's called offensively and defensively hasn't worked. But yeah, great to see you though, Najee. But I'll definitely keep those teams in mind, especially as I make the transition over to Madden 24. I had to, Brandon. Oh no! Oh no! What do you mean? Oh no! Wait. Okay, it's not the stream. Wait. Yeah, he needs to make better. Oh shoot! It's 28-3. That's how much the Falcons were up, only to lose when all was said and done. That was how much the Falcons were up, and then the Patriots ended up making that big comeback, which was the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history. It went into they ended up forcing overtime, and then they won in overtime to win what was at the time their fourth championship. They hand it off, and a first down, and a whole lot more, and now it's 44. I mean, if it's a bad omen, well, that might just be a start, because up until then, they hadn't been able to get a first down, and a significant one at that. But Saquon Barkley, of course, being Saquon Barkley about the whole thing. All right, 1st and 10. But can they do it this time? But they don't have a lot of time to waste, so they got to get it done. Although they're not going to be able to get it done if they can't, turn on the jets and also block properly. Anyway, nice tackle there by Najee for a no gain. So yeah, Najee is on defense. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Najee. You are a linebacker. In fact, both you and Diamond Light are on the linebacking core. All right, 2nd and 10. And gets caught by Frank Clark. Well, so much for panicking on the sidelines. That's 2 consecutive plays that the defense has made. And unfortunately, let's see, who was that number? Who's number 71? Well, whoever number 71 was, they didn't do a good job blocking. Well, that's not the quarterback's fault. That's just the fact that the offensive line didn't hold him up. Whoever number 71 was. All right, 3rd and 13. They hand it off, but they don't get very many yards on that. So yeah, Barkley does get a couple more yards, but not enough to even make a dent in it. I mean, at this point, the only possible way I could see the Giants coming back is if they fumble the ball. Well, the Chiefs do. That they fumble the ball or they intercept it and they give up a couple of pick sixes or something like that. That's really the only way I could see them winning or even making it close. Okay. Patty kicks it away. And of course, they call for a fair catch, and they'll have to do it at the 22. But now it's back to Kansas City. And Patrick Mahomes, Patty McHomes boy, has nearly 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. Little passing touchdowns, that is. All right, 28-3. And that was a bad throw. Well, that was another rare miscue there by, Patty Mahomes boy. Anyway, there you see Peter Griffin, the defensive leader for the team. And just in front of him is Shadow Knight, number 70. And Mahomes. Oh, wow. I mean, again, Mahomes just picking him apart. As Tyreek Hill with another catch. 7 yards and 98, or 7 catches for 98 yards. Excuse me. But that's pretty good. That's the thing about Tyreek Hill. He can make it happen. So I'm going to be interested to see what happens in Madden 24 when they don't have him. And then and now that he's on the Dolphins. And then a pass to Kelsey, and he gets it. Another near first down, 2nd and 3. Yep, there you see him. AJ Cool Kid, number 93. I can finally confirm that it is him. Got it fixed, thankfully. All right, awesome. Well then, as I mentioned before, we will be going to AJ Cool Kid's show. And AJ, if you want to start your show, you could, or you could start at least within the last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. That way, I can then say, hey, then we can go into AJ's show as a lead-in. As mentioned before. All right, 1st and 10. They hand it off, and man, he takes down one guy. Nice run there by Williams. But the clock is running. And right now, as far as Kansas City is concerned, you have the lead. Now you just have to run the clock down. All right, cool. Well, I don't want to put the cart before the horse, so I'm going to hold off until it's mathematically impossible to come back, or improbable, not impossible. All right, 3rd and 2. And Mahomes, another completion to Tyreek Hill. Only 3 yards, but just enough to keep going. 8 receptions, 101 yards. Do what the Eagles did to the Vikings, and we should have this game. Well, wait, what did the Eagles do? Like, did they just simply, like, take advantage of turnovers, or just simply outscore everybody? I forgot what did the Eagles do? I know the Eagles won, but I didn't see, like, how they did it. And, whoa, nice move there by Brandon. Anyway, nice tackle there by Ryan, number 23. Kind of funny because that's the first name of one of my nephews is Ryan. And a completion, and almost got another touchdown. Wow. I'll tell you one thing. Andy Reid, if there's any reason why Kansas City is outclassing him, it's not just Mahomes, but it's also Andy Reid, the head coach for the Chiefs, that's just out-coaching the other coach. It's like everything that the Giants coach is trying to do, I'm sorry, Andy Reid just has an answer for him, and the coach for New York just does not have an answer for Reid. That's just what it comes down to, and I'll read that comment in just a moment. And they get 4 yards on that play. 2nd and 7. All right. They won the turnover battle and mostly ran the ball with some big plays here and there. Yeah, that's another thing that Kansas City is doing. I mean, credit the Giants. They're not giving up, but unless they come up with a big play, it's pretty much over. And Mahomes, wait, did he get it? He caught. That's another catch, and that's 3 touchdowns for Jose Blanco. He has more touchdowns in one game than he's probably had prior to this in his entire career. And look at the coach. He's just frustrated, and I understand why he would be frustrated. But as frustrated as he may be, this is the least of his worries. Because, I have a feeling that when this game is done, that, Clinton and Peter Griffin are probably going to get him and put him through a table. That's what I'm thinking that, Peter and Clinton are going to do, is put that coach through a table. Kind of like, and by put through a table, I mean like in wrestling. Yeah, Barkley's very frustrated too. He probably might partake in that. I told James Bradbury to hold my beer. Wait, Wait, I don't know if you're old enough to drink. And even if you are, why would you drink? Like, okay, I don't begrudge anybody who does drink. It's just I've never had a reason to drink. And the one time I did drink, I remember one time I mistook uh, water for beer, or beer for water, actually. In other words, I thought I was drinking water, but it turned out to be beer, and then I spat it out. And I'm like, that's what it tastes like? And I never drank ever. Outside of maybe wine a few times, but for the most part, I never drank. But I mean, I understand it's an expression, but still. Yeah, Bradbury got mossed. I mean, what else could I say about that? Okay, so 1st and 10. And then plans have changed as far as Sunday is concerned. I'll have to figure out what to do. Although right now, and that's another sack to Clinton. That's 4 sacks for KC. And of course, I have to think I have to think it's either going to be Mahomes or you. Because you have 3. Because most guys maybe get 1, some guys get 2, but it's very hard to get 3. Whereas quarterbacks can easily get 3, 4, 5 touchdowns in a game. But for wide receivers to get 3 touchdowns or more, it could be you. Anyway, nice play there by Chandler Jones to get that sack a couple of plays ago. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. So at the end of 3, it is 35-3. Chiefs. Kansas City. So now 10 minutes stands between the Chiefs and their 2nd consecutive Super Bowl trophy. It would be something if it was your first MVP. But for the Giants, now they're just trying to, make a game out of it, or just, try to, what's the word? Try to, try to get at least a touchdown or something, just to avoid being completely shut out of touchdowns. Anyway, nice catch there by Ingram, and they managed to keep him inbounds to keep the clock going, though. And of course, Chris felt that it should have been him and AJ with the Chargers. And believe it or not, the Chargers were the closest, and I mean the closest to coming to beating the Chiefs. And this could have easily have been the Los Angeles Chargers against the Giants. That would have been something. Although, who knows how that game would have turned out if it had been that. But instead, the Chiefs made it, and, well, this is the result. But that's also why I'm doing those 10 teams that I mentioned in the pinned comment. Whereas Jamar feels that it should have been the Seahawks against the Chargers in the Super Bowl. That would have been something. Another completion and a first down and a little bit more. Well, finally they get a first down. But we will see Jamar, and we will definitely see Chris, Peter, and several other competitors. One person that is not going to be coming back. Oh, wait a minute. We got a flag. But a first down, and we're going to find out what that flag is. Darius Slayton. Who was this against? That was a roughing the passer against Frank Clark, and that's a bad penalty. And while it's fortunate for Kansas City that they have a large lead, if this were a much closer game, that would have been a terrible penalty. But I'm surprised that it took until the fourth quarter to even get a penalty. But now the Giants have a chance to score at least a touchdown. But can they do it? They get a completion, and he gets enough forward progress to the 7-yard line. 2nd and 5. And then, of course, Mahomes is celebrating with the fans in front of him, as is Cuevas and some of the other guys. All right. 2nd and 5 at the 7. And Clinton, he's going to run. Oh, he gets a pass, and does he get it? No, he gets it to the 1. And at the 1-yard line, they get a fresh set of downs, and they are the closest that they've ever been to getting a touchdown. I can't even talk. But that's the closest to a touchdown that they're going to get. Can they seal the deal? Can they finally get a touchdown? I think that's really the only thing that they have left to play for is can they get a touchdown? No, they cannot. As a matter of fact, Najee gets his sack. Yep, Najee gets it. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's his first time getting a sack as far as being a defensive player. So Najee making a big play as that sends him back to the 4, so that's a loss of 3 yards. Okay, 2nd and goal. Now calling an audible. They hand it, and nope, they're back at the 1 again. And as far as Kansas City is concerned, they more or less have the win. And of course, the coach is upset with the coordinators defensively and offensively too. Yeah, that's the thing. You do feel bad, but you want them to earn it. 3rd and goal. Okay, now it looks like it's going to be a frontline push. Will they be able to do it? They go for a pitch, and they don't get it. They tried to go for a pitch and a run to the right, but it didn't work as Sorensen gets the tackle. But, wow. I mean, what more can I say about Kansas City and their defense? Although that's not really saying much against a coach that just can't play call to save his life. I mean, it was predictable. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Oh, no, wait a minute. They're going to go for it. I'm like, well, why didn't you do this when you had the chance earlier in the game, man? All right, Clinton. And they do get a touchdown. They finally get a touchdown. Or in the words of The Rock, finally. The Giants have got a touchdown. And it took until... And it took until, let me see if I'm counting this right, 10, okay, 30, it took less than, it took close to 34 in-game minutes for them to score even their first touchdown, and in the words of Peter, finally! And they get the extra point, so now it's 35-10. Now, obviously, if you're the Chiefs, the worst thing you can do is either fumble or throw a pick six, and you do it several times. That's the worst thing that they can do. And if they do that, well, then they deserve the loss. So, yeah, barring a major collapse, for Kansas City, this is a big one. Of course, the coach for the Giants has that scared look on his face, though I have a feeling he doesn't realize how scared he should be. But for Kansas City, to their credit, they went nearly 34 in-game minutes without giving up a touchdown. And, well, Tyreek was able to put a deke on one guy, but could not do another one. So they get to the 24-yard line, and another possible, well, actually, I don't even know if he's in the running for MVP, but Tyreek Hill has 8 receptions for 101 and a touchdown. And again, if you're the Chiefs, you have to take care of the ball. At this point, you have them right where you want them. The worst thing you can do is cough up the ball at this point. Oh, they faked it. They faked a jet sweep, but the Giants were not fooled. And the Giants only give up a yard on that one to Brandon. Fakes the handoff again. And another completion to Tyreek Hill. I mean, Tyreek Hill proving himself to be a difference maker, and you know, they haven't really been the same team without him, but they still succeeded and they won a championship without him, IRL. But I just know that, sure, they would love to still have him, but he was asking for a lot of money, especially going into his contract year. And in fact, this game was at around the time that he had his contract year with Kansas City. And again, Kansas City, they have the lead, so they're not going to try to rush it. But they will rush the ball, and a first down for Brandon Cuevas. So, yeah, for him, 6 rushes for 41 yards. And sure, that's not a lot, but to get a couple of first downs as a result of running the ball, you know, Brandon is doing exactly what they ask him to do, and that's get those first downs and retain possession of the ball. Okay, now we're down to 4 minutes and 15 seconds in game before the end of the game. They hand it off again to Brandon, and, well, they get a few more yards. They get only 2 that time. Anyway, there you see Peter Griffin, number 56. I'm going to keep a watch on him really quickly. And of course, yeah, number 56, Peter Griffin, was the first to get his hands on Brandon Cuevas. I mean, I forget how many championships Najee has. I forget how many championships Diamond Light has. Same thing with Brandon and same thing with Jose. But I do know that for AJ, this is his second and another touchdown. That's his 4th. Man, Jose is killing him. And look at Clinton. He is beyond pissed. Look at that. And you know what? I don't blame him. Just as much as I didn't blame AJ for being pissed in his situation. But I'm like, how can you not take that man down? I mean, he's not exactly a large man, just so you know. But then again, he does have muscle. So I guess maybe Jose's been working out, maybe. But I'm like, 4 touchdown receptions. How does that happen? And again, not for the lack of trying, and for Peter and for the rest of the team, I don't blame them. You know, you're going up against one of the best teams in the world, but 4 touchdown receptions. Again, that's more touchdowns that, you know, Jose Miguel Blanco has had. Like, up until this point, that's more touchdowns in this game than he's had prior to this game in his entire run. I don't know how many touchdowns he has overall, but he has 4 tonight. I have on my legs funny enough. Why else do you think I lift bigger men for the end of the world? Lower body strength. Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense though. And for Clinton, not a bad game, but compared to, Patty Mahomes, yeah, it just has not been a good game for him. Anyway, there you see Diamond Light, number 28. And I believe that's Najee facing the rest of the defense, number 54. And for Clinton, gets rid of the ball, and I don't know if he got enough forward momentum, but it results in 2nd and inches. Okay. All right, 2nd and inches. Let's see, are they going to run it? No, they're going to pass it. And a completion to the 47-yard line. And that's the 2-minute warning. And at the 2-minute warning, it is 42-10 Kansas City. All right, so the ring ceremony is about to begin. Okay, so 2nd and 4. And I do remember their first appearance in the Super Bowl for the Madden series. It was against the San Francisco 49ers, but they lost that game. And of course, the man that prevented that from happening was Jay Vertis. And mind you, that was before he joined the DWO, and it was against. Actually, it was before the DWO's formation, as Najee and Diamond Light were on the Chiefs, and then Jay Vertis was a running back for the 49ers, and he was the one that scored that touchdown that put them ahead and ultimately won the game for them, the 49ers, that is. But ever since then, every single time that Kansas City has been in the Super Bowl, they've won each one ever since. All right, 4th and 2. And they're going to just simply punt it away. And they'll have to fair catch it at the 18, but that's of little consequence. I mean, they have the lead, so it's not even much of an issue. Anyway, there you see Jose Blanco. Although the number of receptions and yards may be small, the number of touchdowns is significant. I have a feeling that minus 28 points. Well, it would still be a lead, but it wouldn't be as astronomical as it is here. It would be a much closer game, but it wouldn't be that much close. Or maybe it is, I don't know. They hand it off. And a first down and a whole lot more. Hey, what's up, Joker? You're just in time for near the end of the game here. Who plays Ultimate Team in Madden 22? Well, I don't. That would be me, the host, but I will be transitioning over to Madden 24, as this is the finale of Madden 22. But anyway, nice to meet you, Mr. Hawk. Or actually, I can't even assume what gender you are, but nice to meet you, Hawk. Anyway, a tackle by Peter Griffin. But I believe that's going to be the last play that they'll run. Are you serious? Wait, are you serious, Joker? Well, one thing I am serious about, and one thing that I can verify, is that for the second consecutive season, the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions, as they have won their second championship in as many seasons. And fellas, here are your rings. Yep, those are your championship rings, guys. That's not how many championships the Chiefs have won. That's just how many rings for the players that the special players that are on that team, like Jose, Brandon, Najee, Diamond Light, and of course AJ Cool Kid. But anyway, let's take a look and see who the MVP is. But there you see Jose with not one, not two, not three, but 4 touchdowns. And there's the one touchdown that they gave up, did the Chiefs. Tyreek Hill had 1. And then here's the 4th and final one that Jose got. But ultimately the player of the game does go to Patrick Mahomes. But then again, I probably, nobody should be surprised about that. I mean, he's the guy that made it happen. So yeah, while Jose was in consideration for the MVP, instead it went to Mahomes. But nonetheless, though, they win the Lombardi Trophy. And of course, Brandon is at the stand with them, along with Nick Bolton. And Nick Bolton has been a consistent player throughout the whole of this entire season, as has Tyreek Hill, as well as Brandon from the time he joined the team. I mean, we'll have to find out if that is true, that Tom Brady's going to join the Jets. I really don't know if that's true or not. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the stats really quickly. All right, so team stats. Now this is, I mean, obviously the score says a lot, but offense, yeah, that's a lot of yards to give up, or to get if you're the Chiefs. Yeah, 25 first downs to 16. That's always gonna result in a win. And while neither team turned over the ball, to their credit, when it came to third down conversions, that's another reason they won. 8 for 8. And then as far as touchdowns, yeah, 5-1. And another telling factor is, nearly 23 minutes of possession time out of 40 minutes. So that also contributes to why, the Chiefs ended up winning. It's not true? Okay. Not a problem. Hey, what's up, Wally? We're just about ready to end off the show, but we're going to be moving over to AJ's show. And as soon as AJ starts his show, I will then give you a link to his show so you can come in and we will give him a raid. But before I do that, now, Clinton did play a great game, but compared to Mahomes, no chance. And it's not Clinton's fault. It's more so the play calling of the New York Giants coach. And in fact, we just saw, and I can confirm also that the coach just got put through a table as a result. Okay, so nobody got a rushing touchdown, and Brandon got, 8 rushes for 49 yards, so he had the highest, or actually the second highest yards per carry, but that's pretty good. Receiving touchdowns, without a doubt, if I had to give the MVP to anybody, I would pick Jose. But again, I'm not going to argue with Mahomes though about getting the MVP. But he was every bit the reason that they won. Yeah, AJ is streaming on YouTube. Exactly, AJ Cool Kid. And then Brandon had, he had 4 receptions for 13 yards, but even still. And then blocking, oh my gosh. Yeah, each and every one of these guys. And of course, so as you can see, Triple Beat is not on that list, so that just means that Triple Beat actually did his job, but these guys couldn't. And then defensively speaking, no interceptions, but Nick Bolton got himself a sack. Chris Jones got a sack. Najee got a sack along with a... well, actually, yeah, that's a sack. What am I saying? Alujiari was the only bright spot on defense to get a sack. And Frank Clark got a sack. But yeah, Najee got himself a sack. Ooh, excuse me. And 3 total tackles. And then, as far as kicking is concerned, Patty, of course, had that field goal that they had for a long time. But again, Patty, it's not her fault. And plus, Patty had 4 punts. That's not a good sign when you're punting away for the most part. But that's the end of the show. That is the end of... I'm fighting on Dragonheart stream? Okay. Alright, cool. I'll have to... alright, I'm going to check out. Let me see, where's... Hang on a second. Okay, so Gregory is on. I'm just going to peek in that one. Okay. So while Dragonheart's stream is going, I'm just saying hello to him. Okay. So with all that said, off camera, I'm going to get to work on making the players for Madden 24. Of course, that's going to take some time between now and when I'm ready for the 15th season of it. So I will be working behind the scenes as far as putting the players together and whatnot. I might do a creation stream where I'll go back and edit some of the characters and say, oh yeah, how much do you want to weigh, or things like that. But outside of that, though, this is the Blue Toad to Jew 22 signing off, saying goodbye. And I want to say thank you for watching the show. Definitely enjoy having you guys here. And I want to congratulate the Chiefs on winning their 2nd consecutive Super Bowl. So, want to give them all the credit that they can have. And let me also check and see if AJ is ready. I'm not gonna... Oh, hang on a second. I'll close out as soon as AJ's ready to go live. All right, let me just catch up on the chat really quickly. Oh, yeah. Well, at the least, I'll give you a link to his channel. Give me a second here. Okay. Let me get his channel really quick. Okay, so here is a link to AJ's channel. So yeah. So yeah, that's his channel. So if you want to go to the channel and subscribe if you hadn't, then you can click the bell and and start there. But well, I just want to say thank you guys for again enjoying the show, and it was a pleasure to do this. Um, I'm just awaiting word for AJ if in case he's going on. But yeah, that's his channel. I'll give it about a minute or two, and then and if nothing happens, I'll just end it off there. But there you have the channel. So congratulations once again to the Chiefs, and I want to also give a special shout out to the Giants. I honestly didn't think the Giants would make it to the finals. I mean, there was so much that had to go right for the Giants to even make it. But once they got to the Chiefs, yeah, the Chiefs just outplayed them, and they did exactly what they needed to do. They made the big plays that they needed. Defense came up with big plays, but for the Giants, they have nothing to be ashamed of other than maybe the coach is concerned. But with that, but with that said, oh wait, let me check to see. Okay. But with that said, oh yeah, let me uh, turn on my. There we go, much better. Oh, okay. I was just making sure that I didn't miss anything. But anyway, until then, I'll see you over at AJ's channel for Cyberspace Federation. That's the name of the show on 2K23. Until next time, and if anything opens up tomorrow, I'll do a show tomorrow, and if not, then it is what it is. But until then, I'll see you next time. Peace.